And we are live, and I am horribly, well, not live, we're recording. I'm horribly jealous of whatever you were eating. Were those corn nuts?
M&M's.
Oh, I don't know why I thought they were corn nuts, but now I really want corn nuts.
Can't eat corn nuts. I can't stand the smell.
You know they are. They're stinkier than shit. But if you get the right ones, they taste fantastic. But they
No, I don't mind the
stink.
taste, but I can't stand the smell.
Yeah, and then they get that coating all over your fingers that just it doesn't come off. You have to wear denim because you need that roughness just to really get it off.
Oh, like Cheetos. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, oh, let me get my old man glasses off here. I don't need those on anymore. What what pray tell were you gonna talk about that you had me restart this?
Oh, just because we are going to talk about. Well, I thought I was going to get to rant about Halloween ends, but we can't do that yet.
Oh, gotcha.
So, Walking Dead, and we're not caught up completely, but I mean, it's not a whole lot to catch up on because you saw the Sebastian death, right?
Yeah, yeah. I was a little surprised because that's not how it goes in the comic book.
But without Rick in the picture right now, what is Sebastian?
Yeah. No, I know what you're
I
saying.
mean, he's got no purpose right now. So I think killing him was the right move because it kind of sets off the war then.
So what? So you saw the last one. I haven't seen it.
Hmm.
Does it get moving or does it drag out a bit?
Both.
Because that's the whole season. Feel and don't get me wrong, it's been great. I still stand by this. Ever since Angela King has joined, I think it's actually gone up a notch. She has been fantastic for it, and I understand she's a producer more than anything, but she's involved in some weird way where it's
They
been
had
awesome.
I mean, they've had to set the pieces in place, but I think they're in place now. But it kind of drags a little bit, but it gets going because of certain things that happen. But um,
Did anyone die that? Don't tell me who it is, but did anyone die that's pivotal? Pivotal.
no,
I have a theory. Do you want
hmm
to hear it, or should I keep it to myself?
no, go ahead. Yeah,
Maggie and Negan are getting a spinoff.
yeah, that's not a theory. That's fact.
But what's that mean for my theory? Where's
Can you move
Negan's
your camera?
wife?
Because it's like, hold on, your camera's like all. It's nothing but your basement here. There we go.
Artificial
So,
intelligence.
so Negan's wife, yes, it has to involve her and Maggie's son.
Or they're dead.
Why would that send Negan and Maggie off though?
Why are they by themselves?
What do you mean?
Uh, the little bit of trailer that you see, and it's not even really a trailer. The little bit of footage you see, though, is, I mean, why are Nagy?
Oh,
Hey,
there. Oh, we just
there
did
it
it.
is,
Yep.
Nagy.
Or Megan. Oh wait, no, that doesn't work.
Oh, no, that's a person. That just confuses everyone. It, of course, Nagy. Why do you keep calling her that? That's so mean. It,
Well, President Megan. Well,
but
it's
the, whoa,
yeah,
the,
well,
but I mean, so where are they? I mean, they don't really
but
talk about it. And maybe they're
you
still
know what?
alive.
You know what? This can coincide with the prevailing theory going on right now of how Rick comes back in.
Well, Rick's in Europe, I believe.
I still strongly believe that the Michonne Rick show will be a fill-in for what happened to those two. I still think Rick's going to show up to end the main show
I think so too. I think they almost have to.
because yeah, because not everybody's going to follow that the spin-offs. So you have to give the fans of Walking Dead something. So I think Rick and Michonne will show up to reunite with their families, and the show of them will show how Michonne found him and how they got back. That's just my theory on that one.
I think so too. I think they'll be in the last episode, if not the last 5 minutes of
Two.
the episode.
I would
To
give them the last two.
Yeah, because they're not gonna. They don't want to give everything up. They want you to go watch the other thing. But you're
Hmm.
right. Not everyone's gonna want to. So you gotta tease that carrot a little bit.
Yep.
But yeah, the Michonne Rick one will be a prequel to the last 2 minutes of the last episode of The Walking Dead.
Yeah. Whereas Negan and Maggie's and Daryl's will be sequels.
Yeah. So the whole Daryl thing, I heard a rumor that Daryl will be, well, he'll be filming in Europe. We know that somewhere
Hmm.
over there. I and maybe I didn't hear a rumor, maybe it's just my thought because of that, but I think he's going to be, I think he will, I question how that's, see now as I'm saying it, I'm already doubting it. What I was thinking was he would go over, find Rick and Michonne and bring them back or be the catalyst that brought them back, but he would stay there. What's the whole, because what's the purpose to even filming in London or Europe, wherever they're going to be, if it isn't for the scenery? So
I have no idea why Daryl would ever leave this group of people for any reason.
I don't either. That's what it's really good, because he's kind of the Rick.
Because if Rick and Michonne don't get back, Daryl's not leaving Judith and RJ with nothing.
Yeah. Yeah, it's all really weird. Unless
So,
Rick and
so
Michonne come back before that.
that's why I'm saying you have to have Rick and Michonne back in the main show, because
Yeah.
think of the spin-offs. Negan and Maggie gone, Daryl gone, Rick and Michonne still gone. There's nothing left, really.
I don't know why my camera's doing that now. Oh, you know what it is? Every time I pick up my soda can, the stupid tracking system on it gets all fucked up. All right, I just won't pick up my soda anymore. Um, the yeah, I'll admit I haven't given too much thought to Norman or to
Daryl,
Reedus. Oh, damn, I said
yeah.
his name still. Daryl. Yeah. The it's mainly in the Maggie and Rick one. I mean Maggie and Negan one because Nagy, because I'm just like, where's the wife? Where's Herschel? I'm wondering if something happens to them.
I think they either have to get kidnapped by somebody, like a group, which the group that maybe has Rick, because when Hornsby was talking, he said that it's an episode you saw when he's tied to the, he's sitting on the ground and he's talking to Pamela. And he says, if I'm out of the picture, there are certain alliances that will come to light.
Yeah.
And the thinking there is he's talking about that CRM group that took Rick.
Oh, you think
So,
he knows about them, huh?
yeah. So Hornsby would be the introduction to them coming into play with this, and Rick somehow.
God, I wonder.
Because I think they mentioned that Rick is in one of the shows. I think I didn't watch that World Beyond thing, and I wasn't going to. I thought it was mentioned that Rick escaped them.
You know what? Are you talking about the thing with Olivia Munn and
No, this was World Beyond. This was a show that was like 2 seasons.
this is oh, the one where Alice shows up in it or whatever her
Alice,
name is, the dumpster chick, the one that helicoptered Rick out.
Alpha, or, yeah, not Alpha. Jadis.
Jadis, that's it, not
Yeah,
Alice. It
yeah, she's in that show. Yeah, and
I didn't.
apparently they mentioned how something that Rick had escaped them or something. So
Oh,
maybe he's tracking them, and then when they go to Commonwealth, that brings Rick back.
oh. See, I haven't watched it either, and part of me wants to watch it because there's got to be some form of tie-in. Because once I saw that Jadith was in it, I'm like, oh, I thought it was further in the future than it is. So when I
Well,
saw her, I'm like, oh, there's got to be some hints.
yeah, apparently there's a lot, but I didn't watch the show.
It looked, I don't mean to be a
It
dick
didn't look
about
very
this.
interesting.
It looked a little woke.
That and it didn't look very interesting.
No,
I don't know.
it that and Fear of the Walking Dead. I really wanted the first two seasons were really well. First season mainly was so hard to swallow, but
I
everyone kept
couldn't. I
telling me get through it, and I did, and it does get better.
I hated that first season so much I didn't continue.
It was terrible. It was. I agree. I stopped too. I stopped twice, and then I had to go through it a third time because Angie's like, "Well, we should watch it." Because Angie went from teasing me and Kendall from watching The Walking Dead because we were religious about it. It's like it's Sunday, get in front of that
Yep.
fucking TV. Angie's like, "You guys are nuts." Angie sat down for 2 episodes because we did one of those things where we watched the first one, then that we
Yeah.
already had seen, and then it led into the
Yeah.
next one, and or we might have been behind, and I think we were streaming a few of them or something because I was recording them. I had cable at the time, and Angie sat down. She was hooked in just a couple episodes. She puts it in the calendar, like between seasons now. It's like Walking Dead comes back, and like it's in our fucking calendar of things we got to do. And so she's like, well, I want to watch Fear of the Walking Dead. And I'm like, well, you know what? Everybody said getting through the first season, okay, let's do it. I had to put up with that damn first season for a third fucking
Oh,
time. But after it was over with, I mean, the nice thing, I was on my phone most of the time as she's watching it and stuff. She'd be like, "Oh, what happened here?" I'm like, "You gotta wait." And but once it gets into the second season, like the drug addict kid who I couldn't freaking stand, one of my favorite characters in the second season. Like it develops instantly. It's just crazy. It just takes off all of a sudden. And it stays pretty good. And then from what I've heard, because I only made it I think into the third season, from what I heard, it has another lull season. And then it comes back up. And then Morgan goes over there. And I haven't
hmm
seen any of that. And I really and from the commercials, there's one individual dude that I can tell is a bad guy now. I
Yeah,
really want to see. I like him. He's a good actor. I want to see how that plays out. So it's one of those things where I'm almost like you should watch it. Just skip the first season. You don't need to watch that one. You'll
you really
pick up
don't.
quick enough.
I mean, other than because none of the characters in there even make it very far, from what I understand.
I, you know what? Screw it. At this point, it's been out for so long. There shouldn't be any surprises to anyone. From what I understand, is last year, and I'm kind of bummed I found this out. Last year they killed off. Well, there are still original characters, but from the family, the original family, the
Yeah,
original people, everyone died off. They killed the last person off like 2 seasons ago, but now the mom is back. So I'm like, I thought she died, but I didn't see it because I'm not that far in it, so she must not have died. But I heard there were some upset people about that, like, well, why'd you bring her back? And I'm like, well, how? So now my question is, how'd they bring her back? Is this a soap opera I didn't die? Or did she pull a Maggie where she didn't really die? She just left for something else.
yeah, but Maggie's was never like killed off. She just left. They just said she's gone.
That's what I'm wondering. Maybe this person's not dead. Maybe she
Oh,
never, I
yeah,
never saw it, so I don't know.
yeah. I don't know.
I'm just bummed to know the drug addict kid died because he ended up becoming my favorite character. His character arc went quick too. He went from I shouldn't say it went quick. It's just we binged so much that it felt quick. But he went from being he was my Orlando Bloom.
Yeah,
Yeah, pretty much. Or my not Kanan. I liked Kanan. My Ezra
Ezra,
Miller. Yeah.
not Ezra Miller.
Ezra. No, yeah, he hasn't finished his character arc yet. He's going the
Yeah,
wrong way. I'll see him in 27 years and see how he is.
26. Don't be a drama queen.
I thought he got 27.
I thought it was 26 years for what his theft.
It's well, that's what I should say. What they're going for. We don't know anything yet. If I can reach that damn camera.
He's a rich. He'll get off with something.
Oh God, yeah. He's got that gay privilege. I mean, white privilege.
hmm
That was mean. I have gay friends. I didn't mean anything there. Yes, I did, but I didn't mean it that way. Oh man, he's. I mean, what's he got? Burglary, kidnapping, assault, um,
Grooming.
grooming.
Oh
Didn't
wait,
he?
I know that's a bad word. I know.
Oh yeah, yeah. I'll allow it. Um, God, I just and they brought him back to film. Well,
Yeah, I don't get it.
what time is it? Wow, we didn't even make it 15 minutes of Walking Dead. The did your phone just go off?
No.
Oh, my phone just went off, but I heard something before it, and I'm like, well, that's weird. Did we both get a message at the same time? But then I realized I have two phones down here. Kendall's probably saying something. She he I have no idea why my camera's doing that. I don't understand why they brought him back to film. Like, because he's back for reshoots.
Yeah.
Why? Get a different actor. Deep fake that shit.
I. If you know what DC's and Warner Bros. Are thinking right now, you were the only one on Earth, including them.
I mean, people are deep faking Tom Cruise and Mark Zuckerberg and crap on 30-second TikTok videos with
Yeah.
home computers. It just blows my mind. I'm going to see if I can turn this fucker off. Stop it. Stop it. There we go. To anybody wondering what's going on, my camera follows me and all of a sudden decided to just say, hey, I want to look around the room.
I want to see what you got down there.
What we got going on here? There we go. Take my water bottle out of the pitcher. Get Iron Man's gauntlet up here. It's a pretty bad Iron Man gauntlet, actually. I'm not that happy with it.
I mean, it looks cheap.
You know what? It wasn't. That's the sad part. But I mean, when you think about it, why are there repulsors in his fingertips?
He didn't have that? I don't remember.
I don't think he did. And I don't know. It's not the, I don't know. I saw it and I'm like, oh, that's cool. It's a gauntlet. I'm never going to have one, even though I've always wanted to make one. I got his helmet. I'm like, why not? What I miss is Hobby Lobby had, I'm looking at my Captain America shield too, and which is funny because I was not looking at my Captain America shield. I was going to talk about a Captain America shield, and then I said Hobby Lobby, and I looked at my Captain America shield, and it made me lose train of thought. I've never had the thing I was going to talk about make me lose train of thought before. But, and I got a picture of it somewhere, but Hobby Lobby has a Captain America shield with no rivets that was designed just to hang on the wall. It has like that little screw hole thing that you hang it up on.
Mm-hmm.
And it was only like $20. And I should have bought it. It's because mine just hangs on the wall. I got the stealth one up here. You can't really see it. Well, you can't see it. I got Winter Soldier's arm and the stealth shield up here. And then I got the, I'll call it the 70s version, early 80s version. Well, I guess you could say 1990, even though it was an 80s style movie, Captain America up there. Because it doesn't look like the Chris Evans version.
Mm-hmm.
But they both hang on the wall. I didn't need one that would fit on my arm. And they had that. They had, Hobby Lobby had like some really good Marvel licensed stuff for a while. I was really, really happy with it. And I didn't buy any of it. Kicking myself. Because now I'm more into, I want to hang more stuff up. Like my helmets and stuff like that. I don't need the action figures anymore. I don't have any more room to put this stuff.
Yeah.
But I can always hang stuff up. I got that whole blank wall back there. I want to do helmets on that wall, just right across the whole thing.
And now that Stadia controller can go in the garbage.
That's a Nintendo Switch controller.
Oh, I thought Stadia was hanging there.
No, I took the Stadia controller down, which I found out. No, the Stadia controller still works. It works on the computer.
No.
It's an amazingly balanced controller. It's very comfortable. And considering I'm getting all my money back for it, it's a win. I'm not out anything. I mean, I'm not getting my money back for the monthly cost of the membership, but I mean, I wouldn't expect that. To be honest with you, I always assumed there was a possibility that they would go under because they shut down everything they ever do.
Yeah.
But they went such balls deep into this that it surprised me. Actually, it surprised me more they went so balls deep into it. But when they did, I'm like, oh, they're going for it. They did a good job. They really did do a good job. They lost from day one. They got Sega'd in a weird way. They didn't advertise well. The advertisement they did was too over the top, so people who didn't like it just tore them down on it. People wanted it to fail. Nobody other than people who already were paying for it wanted it to succeed, and that's where they lost. It was good. It was really good. It just, it failed from day one.
It's hard to come back from that.
It really is. And they had some...
Trust me, as a failure from day one, I know.
I was more day 12. I was strutting pretty good for a bit, but...
That first week and a half, I was on top.
I was on it, and then it just took that one incident of puking up, and, oh, God. They thought I was just burping, but nope, more was coming. It's, but it is. It is hard to frickin' recover from that. Well, I mean, anything nowadays is hard. Like, I made the gay comment earlier. If we were anybody, that would have been the end of the world that I probably said that. Even though I meant nothing by it, I could go get friends who are gay and relatives even that would stand up and say good things about me. They'll talk shit when I'm not in the room, but when I'm in the room, it's good. And, but if we were anybody, it wouldn't matter. No, we're nobody, so, I mean, it doesn't, who gives a crap? What's it going to do? Draw attention?
Oh, hell, we can't have that.
Yeah, God, no. You should watch this video where he used the gay word, and he's not gay.
The gay word?
But at least he's not white, right? No, he's white. Oh, we got to shut that shit down. That might be a little more political than I normally get, but I'm not wrong.
Yeah, sometimes you just have to say it.
I do. I feel a little better getting that out. I was a little stressed after seeing some stuff today and paying my tuition out of my pocket. Actually, I did that the other day. It's just I'm still feeling the repercussions of it. I wish I had the discipline to, because everything I'm learning you can learn online. You don't need to go to school for the programming I'm learning. I mean, I got a stack of computer books here that, help, but you can go online and learn everything I'm learning. The problem is I don't have the discipline to do it. It's school makes me do it. I'm paying for it, therefore I do it. The crappy part is I got to take all these written classes that will never benefit me. Not saying they won't benefit someone else taking it. It's just I'm over middle age. I'm already got my career. I'm not. It's not going to benefit me. But at the same time, it keeps me organized, and I wouldn't do it online. So I mean, it does suck. I have to pay for that, but I am paying for a feature, I guess. But then I hear about people who want to get reimbursed, and I really get pissed off because I'm not going to get any money back because I'm paid off. I'm paying it as I go. If I can only afford to take one class, I only take one class.
You sucker.
I know.
You should have knowingly accrued all that debt and then cried and whined about it incessantly until somebody took care of it. And then guess what? It's still not going to happen.
You know, the worst part is, this is like my fifth time going back to school. I have never gotten student loans. Oh, no, no, no. I take that back. I gotten student loans. I never got any grants. I only had student loans, some through the bank, so they weren't the cheapest interest rates. And I owe nothing in student loans right now. I am currently a student, and I paid all my own shit off. My parents, I'm not ripping on my parents for this, but they didn't pay one dime on my student loans. So it does piss me off that my taxes are going to pay for freaking literature art degrees.
That won't happen. It's already falling apart. It's not going to happen.
Is it? Because you can
Yep.
apply for it now.
You can apply all you want. I can apply for any job I want to. Don't mean it's coming my way.
That's a very good point. You know, the funny thing is, too, is I don't give a shit if someone gets a little literal arts degree. I took some graphic design classes because I enjoy it, and I decided I was going to pay for that. No, I'm not asking anyone to foot me that bill, though. I mean, that'd be dumb.
What the hell can you possibly do with a liberal arts degree?
Well, I have two brothers that are art professors.
That's all you can do. You can teach it. That's it.
Yeah, yeah. Teach it to other people that won't be able to do anything with it.
Yeah.
I
It's just like a never-ending cycle of hell.
Pretty much. I mean, I appreciate art. I actually do. I mean, anything here. I mean, it sounds dumb, but I don't know if you can see it. Probably can't. But I got that Stay Puft Marshmallow Man. Ooh, there we go. Oh shit, still can't see it. Let's bring that bad boy out to anyone listening. I'm bringing out the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man, who holds my art drawing tablet pen. But I mean, to me, that's art. To someone else, it's a geeky child's toy, and they're like, "Why the hell do you have that?" To me, that's art.
It can be both things.
Yep. I mean, so is Iron Man's hand. I like to scratch my own back, Maybe take care of the balls.
Oh boy, getting irrated.
Yeah. But yeah, it's funny. You don't even see, well, you've been to my house, but I mean, there's a whole level of shit that you don't see that's not on the camera. The funny thing is I start school my second quarter because NWTC does 8 weeks and 8 weeks, not 16 weeks. So we go by quarters, not semesters. So I just finished one quarter. Now I have, and thank God I only took one class this quarter because that's all I could afford this quarter. And with my work schedule, I start Java programming. And this teacher, he's awesome, but he hasn't opened up the class yet. I wanted to read ahead a little bit. He doesn't release the final early, so you have to do it within a certain time. Like, he is strict. Great teacher, but he's strict. And he also requires your camera to be on. So I got to clean up.
He's tipped all the games, huh?
Yeah, so I clean up before that class starts. The camera will get shifted over there more. I will put a bunch of stuff away.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, the Virtual Boy back there, you can't see the Oculus Rift. The Oculus Rift's back here, or Oculus Quest. It was up here before. And then I got the Virtual Boy back there for my technical document class. I had to do an oral presentation with two other guys in my group. And we did one on introducing virtual reality to school for remote workers or remote schooling and stuff to bring a more inclusive whatever. And one of the guys, we had to speak in front of class, but it's all remote. One of the guys at the end of the speech asked a question. I answered the question, and he goes, "Oh, by the way, I like your Game Boy or your Virtual Boy back there." That was the highlight of my whole quarter. So, someone recognizing that toy back there. But it turns out it worked out pretty good because I did a speech in virtual reality, and that's virtual
There's a
reality.
game at Half Price Books in Brookfield for that, wrapped in the cellophane for $500.
Oh, all right, you lost me at $500.
I knew I would. I wasn't going to expect you to buy it. I'm just saying, there's a game, one of the four, still in its original wrap.
It's the uh the games for those are worth money. It's even my loose ones are worth a little bit.
Just don't look at them.
It doesn't bother me. It never did. I mean, I would get the headache if I played it for too long because my girlfriend at the time worked for Blockbuster and they had that stand where I would never rent anything from them. Well, I had my own video store, so that would be kind of bad. But if I like would borrow a car or something, I had to pick her up. I would go and I would stand under the dome and just play that. It used to piss her off because
I
I
had
was
that. The only
staying
time
home.
I ever played that thing was when Toys R Us had the demo.
I never played their demo, but we didn't. We had a Toys R Us in Eau Claire for a little while, and then it disappeared. I never went there enough to realize that it was even gone, and then came back, and then left again. It was Toys R Us was always weird to me. Then it was in the mall, and it was like a stripped down version. And then I moved back to Milwaukee, and then I would go there with you, and I loved Toys R Us. And then it all just went to shit.
Now it's back and stripped down for him.
Yeah, yeah. Well, maybe it'll grow back up again. I mean, well, then we'd go to the Green Bay one, and at the time that was awesome because they had everything. Everything was all clear. The shelves weren't messy.
Yeah.
But even that changed. Even that became I had some bad experiences there too. I spent way more money than I should have there, and I just remember the manager was just a bitch. I told you the Batmobile story where the
Yeah.
box was torn to shit. I still bought it like an asshole. Let me tell you how many times I've driven that car too. 3. And then I
Well,
lost the damn battery charger for it. You can't find a battery charger for it. So I bought another remote control car that uses the same type of battery so I could drive it the one of 3 times I drove it.
well, you,
It's a cool looking car though. It's got a camera in the cockpit, so when you're driving, you can see that. And then if you put in like fog machine shit in the back, it blows it puts fog out for smoke. And then it does the gun thing where the Gatlins bounce as it's
hmm
shooting and makes the sound and stuff. The only problem is it's all controlled off of your phone, and that is a shitty controller. I need a tactile feel. I
yeah.
wish they would have came out with like a normal controller for it. It's all done through Wi-Fi too, which sucks. Well, you set it up through Wi-Fi, then it Bluetooths from there. It's just a really crap setup. But it was fun to drive. That thing flew.
Well, you only drove that 3 times. I only drove the Mario Kart thing twice. So,
Mine's sitting in a box over there and never got driven. I'm not even sure Ross took his out of the box.
yeah.
And it pisses me off because it was such a great idea. And
You just need too much goddamn space for it to be worthwhile.
I have all hardwood floors upstairs now, though. In my living room, you can drive all the way through the kitchen and the living room and all the way around to
Yeah.
the dining room.
Yeah, that'd be fine.
Well, and Ross was in the dorms at the time. He just moved into his first 4-bedroom apartment on the campus. And they have these rooms you can go rent. And they got like a big 70-inch TV in there, all this flat area. And I'm like, Ross, we should race our cars. Well, college kid wants nothing to do with his dad. So he's just like, yeah, no. I'm like, oh, thanks, dickhead. I'm only paying for half of this. God, I didn't write down a single note of what we talked about. Walking Dead, I'll just put on there.
But that's how it began.
Yeah, we'll get them in Walking Dead, and then they just got to listen to the rest of the shit.
That's right, you suckers. Oh, wait,
Yeah,
just turn it off.
dumb bastards. It,
Hey, guys.
I love you. Hit like. Um,
If you're a dumb bastard, hit like.
yeah, I'm a dumb bastard. So I'll hit like. It,
I
what's the
got
name?
this. If I ever meet Brendan Fraser to sign Airheads VHS.
That's such a good movie.
I love it.
I think I have that on VHS also.
Yep, found that at Half Price Books for $4.
Do you ever go to Goodwill? They usually have quite a few VHS.
Yeah, I've been to Goodwill's down here and they're garbage.
Oh, we'll go to the one up by me when you come up. It like some of the clamshell movies, a lot of them aren't worth anything anymore, but
Yeah.
some of them are still worth stuff. There's so many clamshells up here. I'm like, maybe I should start going through them because there's one mouse one that there was a couple releases of it. The Mouse Detective.
Yeah.
There's a couple releases of it, and it's not the first one or the last one. There's like one in the middle where when he's flying on the seagull past all these apartments, one of the windows has a nude scene, like a human nude scene, like they clipped it in, and so that print is actually worth some money.
Well, I don't know.
So
Oh, that's what I have.
do you have any of the Mouse Detective ones?
Yeah, I have one of them.
Is it the one where the seagull's in? Well, the seagull's in all of them, isn't he?
I'd have to watch it to see if I have that one.
I want to say it was a
Or if the
reprint
cover's
from like,
different or something.
it's like 1991 or something like that. It was made it right around
That's when
that
the
area.
movie came out.
Is that when it came out?
It came out late 80s, early 90s.
Yeah, that might be it then. Because there was two runs like right away, and then there was they do the vault thing for
The
7
Vault
years or
thing, they did
whatever.
the
Yeah,
Vault thing, yeah.
yeah. That's well, you might have to check that because it might be worth something.
I like that movie anyway, so I should watch it.
I've never seen that movie all the way through. I actually there's a bunch of movies that way. You know what? I'm gonna end this one and burp.